Thank you very much, Carla. Thank you, Steve. It's 50 years from 1968 now. Big year. Which kind of special memories, nostalgia perhaps, can you remember? And since then everything has changed. Which are the best fruit of that season?
Well, that was an amazing time, 1968. In the United States in particular, it was a time when young people, and we were young people then, thought that anything was possible, that the world could change. And in the years that followed, we found that it was more difficult than we thought to make change. But even still, I think the world was a different place after the 1960s. In particular, in 1968 in the United States, everything was happening. The cities were burning. This was the year when people were in the streets shouting about their rights and about the possibilities for a better world. I think that all of what happened in 1968 had a profound effect on the course of history, but of course nothing ever goes entirely the way you expect. So now it's interesting now. Yeah.
Possibly also musical fruits coming from that period that are still quite alive. What do you think about that?
In those years, I think I was under the impression that it wasn't necessary to have chord changes in music. And we used to just begin to play without any clue, hoping for inspiration, and we called it freedom. And now we sort of like to have some order to what we do. I like to have a beginning and an end and a middle and various solos and, a certain amount of architecture during a piece of music. I don't like to leave it to chance. I would rather have it written in advance, because that's what I do anyway. I write music. Playing it is just something I do on the side for fun. Really, my job is to write the music.
And which kind of secrets have your instruments for you now? Do they have still secrets? Perhaps it is better not knowing everything about them.
You got that. He's got the secrets.
The secrets, yeah. I think this is one of those situations where the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know so much. I think we're Carla in particular as a writer is discovering what instruments can do by her association with the players that she's, especially the players who have played in her band over the years. I've watched her writing evolve and change in response to the players who have come. And when she gets a player with a particularly strong voice, over a period of time she comes to understand that voice and to write specifically for that voice. And then naturally her idea of what's possible expands, it increases, right?
Wow. Yes, I mean, I have learned over the years what to write for you.
Yeah. I'm a good example. I've been trying to, my playing has changed and evolved over the years, and as my playing has changed. Carla's writing for the bass has also changed, and that's what keeps it interesting. That's what keeps it engaging for all of us. Is we're responding to each other all the time.
And we think we're getting better.
And writing, composing, and playing, mostly with others, fixing ideas and improvising. Where is the starting spark of creating music?
Well, I'll begin the answer. It seems to me that the start is in this head. I think that's what makes Carla's music so valuable is that what she does is a service for the improviser. She gives the improviser something to use, she gives the improviser the spark.
And the improviser gives me the spark back.
I suppose that's true. It's a kind of circle, but I think it starts in this music, the music we're playing here. It really starts. It comes out of the pen to begin with.
And this is for Carla. You directed several times big bands, a big challenge and a big flow of creativity. And how can you manage it usually? Which are the most important dynamics in this big effort?
Big band thing, there's so much that has to be controlled. It has to be in its place. How do you do that? How do you keep the drummer from going this way and the bass player from going that way?
You write the music and you put instructions underneath it. It plays loud. Stop. That's about all I have to tell them.
But then you have to sort of insist on that in rehearsals.
Right, today many times I would say, okay, let's start again, letter B. You've got to leave more space. Okay, so they try it again, and I say, yeah, that sounded better. You just try to make people play together instead of scattered all over the place. Everybody plays one chord, da, and then it stops. That's what you do when you have 20 people in a band. You can make a big statement.
Yeah.
Bigger than one person. Yeah, big loud statement.
Several of your compositions has been played by other musicians. Did it happen that some of this interpretation has been surprising for you?
Yeah, usually they play things much too soft and slow. I can't understand why.
It is always surprising the way Carla's music sounds. She and I bring this music to various bands, to a variety of bands, and each band is unique, and this means that Carla has to very quickly see what it is about the band, this band, say, that what is the character of this band, and then to work with that. And this is all happening very quickly, all happening within 3 or 4 days, usually, in order to prepare for a concert. And I think the trick, something she does very, very well, is to listen to the character of the band, to the character of the soloists, and to use that the strengths band to make a better music in the end, and not just simply to enforce the music that you've brought to the band. It has to go back and forth.
When you see things from a certain perspective, you can try to understand which specific step has been a real cornerstone.
Well, I just got a surprise award. I was just inducted into the American Academy of Arts and Sciences just last week. And ever since then, I've been going around with this. I'm right and you're wrong.
It's more a milestone.
Oh, it's not a cornerstone, it's a milestone. The cornerstone is when I got together with Steve. And we began to play together and then, live together. And now I can't let go of him. He has to go everywhere with me.
Which is okay with me.
Take him everywhere.
Me too. Our musical relationship began in the early 1960s, and if anything is a cornerstone in our musical lives, that's it. And you can kind of trace the evolution of our relationship in the music that we've made over the years, and we've been playing together for more than 50 years.
That's cool.
Nothing personal.
Thank you very much, Carla. Thank you very much, Steve.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.